The opening bowler for Zimbabwe, Tendai Chitara.
Jan Klutter from South Africa flew up 3 days ago, and from Johannesburg. Well, he's from Pretoria actually, but he flew from Johannesburg. That's better from Chitara.
I think that Zimbabwe made the right decision. Russell Tiffin, well known in Zimbabwe circles, very experienced umpire now, 127 one-day internationals. He's been around an age and a day. And that's a lovely shot from Tamim Iqbal, just drifting onto the pads, Tinashe Panyangara, and that's just clipped through the leg side, and definite opportunity for 3 there, turned down. That was poor by Tamim Iqbal. It was a long chase and throw, and there was definitely an opportunity for 3.
The caution that he's exercising with the bat has obviously spread to his running as well. Definitely 3. Oh, that one climbed a bit on this flat pitch. Second slip had just been removed, and we'll have a look at that again in a moment, because I tell you what, I think that could have been straight down second slip throat. He'd just been taken out. 3 overs gone, 11 without loss, and there you go. It was terrific work from Tendai Chitara, getting a little bit of extra bounce out of this pitch.
And that's, oh, that could have been stopped. It's a good shot from Tamim Iqbal. Elton Chigumbura made good ground, but he made enough contact, and the first boundary of the Bangladeshi innings. A lovely straight drive down the ground from Tamim Iqbal. First 4 for Bangladesh. That's a lovely cricket shot from Mohammad Ashraful, and that's signs of how good this wicket is. A little bit of width, but on the up through the covers. Another 4, 20 without loss.
Oh, that's the inside edge, so that will go for 4. That one cut back a little bit, and in the end Iqbal gets a 4. 28 without loss now.
Well, he will be very, very fortuitous runs for Tamim Iqbal, but he won't, I guess, really mind how they come. He'll be also be disappointed with the fact that he got himself out in that second test match for just 49 runs in the first innings, and then failed to score in the second innings. So you'll be looking for a good innings here today.
I was looking on him as when he got to 49, the test match. I thought he batted very well in that first innings. That's driven, but it's straight to extra cover. You say this wicket is as flat as a proverbial pancake.
Yes, that's quite right. There are other sayings you can use, but if we were to use them on air, we'll be in serious trouble.
Yeah, you'll be out the door.
Oh yes, and I'm still planning to stick around and do this job for a long time.
Beautiful day though. This time it's driven. It's through the gap, and it will go for 4. Glorious stroke. 32 without loss. Just over pitching there from Chitara, and there isn't much swing. Oh, it's edged. Oh my goodness me. He got a hand to it, but it's going to go for 4. That one flew from the outside edge of Ashraful and nearly had his man. He grasped at it, but couldn't hold on to it. Masakadza.
Well, it's Hamilton Masakadza who got a hand to it, and he'll be very, very disappointed, because he's a dangerous man, Mohammad Ashraful, and gee, that would have been a big wicket if he had held on. now then, is he going to make them pay very dearly?
This time he cuts it away again, and it will go for 4. That was better executed. There, the foot movement was to the ball. Yep, Mohammad Ashraful, and when he gets to the ball, plays it well.
Lovely stroke by Mohammad Ashraful, and a nice, very good batting wicket. If you miss your line and if you miss your length, you need no second invitation to play shots like that, and on this occasion it was done pretty much to perfection.
Shingi Masakadza, brother of Hamilton, he's going to bowl from the Teletalk end. And have a look at that economy. 10 matches he's played, 16 wickets, and he needs to sort that economy out. Way too high for one-day cricket, but he is still new to the game. And also starts with a wide. So the call for Zimbabwe, and I guess, Ed, one problem they had in the test match was their bowling disciplines. So far 11 extras, 5 leg byes, 6 wides, and we're only 13 overs in, is to ensure that their disciplines are good, because that's part of the pressure you need to apply to these batters.
Yeah, that's already an extra over they've given the Bangladeshis to face, and it doesn't... I think they're pitching outside leg.
I think that was a decent shot. I haven't seen Russell Tiffin give the leg by yet, and I'm wondering if he's maybe saying that hit the bat, but as we can see there, probably pitching outside leg. So Russell Tiffin gets that one right.
To carry on from your point, the bowlers have to come to the front here, because they've played 5 specialist bowlers, and Bangladesh have got off to a good start. So the pressure's on them for the next. Lovely shot through the offside, straight to the sweeper. Not losing any wickets early on here. In ODI cricket and T20 cricket, you always have the opportunity to score a big score. And giving them extra balls to face and extra runs adds more pressure on the bowling side when it comes to the death in that batting power play.
Yeah, I suppose the one thing for Bangladesh is to ensure that their batsmen don't throw it away. Tamim Iqbal's got a start, and he has the ability to go big when he bats. That's a good shot. That's found the gap, and Panyangara unable to stop that. So a little bit full from Shingi Masakadza, and Tamim Iqbal does not need a second invitation to hit this for 4.
Just hitting that just on the top of the bounce, front foot shot. Lovely looking cover drive by Tamim Iqbal. I saw him this morning. He came and looked at the pitch. I said, "Are you going to have some throwdowns?" He says, "Nah, I'm not having throwdowns today."
Yeah, I actually spoke to Mohammad Ashraful, and he was quite happy with the wicket as well. He said it looked like a really good batting wicket. I suppose it's whether or not Zimbabwe feel that they'll put themselves under pressure bowling first. Big appeal, and he's given him. Tamim Iqbal lifted his pad this time. He does not show any sort of dissent in the decision, so you might feel that he's happy that he's been given out. Strangled down the leg side, not a great delivery, but a wicket nevertheless.
Son just going down the leg side, getting a bit of bat on it, trying to play it fine. He's getting a little bit of edge on it. Shingi Masakadza happy with that. Tamim Iqbal gone for 31. The score is 65 for 1.
Big wicket for Zimbabwe. Tamim Iqbal gone for 31. He is so dangerous at the top of the order. Has the ability, like I said just before he got out, to get big scores, and likes hitting boundaries, but he's gone. New batsman Momin Haq, 21 years of age, and what a talent this guy is for Bangladesh. Little left-hander. He's only 8 games played. Has a best of 31. His average still only 16, but new to one-day international cricket. Not a great delivery from Shingi Masakadza. You'd like to think that it was only bat, because it was a little bit away from his pad, and in the end Tamim Iqbal looked pretty happy with the decision.
Wonderful shot from Mohammad Ashraful. That was too full, but as you just heard Ed Rainsford saying, the margins for error are minuscule. Flicked away, man out there in the deep, and he's got him. Prosper Atsaya takes a very good running catch at deep backward square leg. Shingi Masakadza has his second wicket, and for the second time in the innings, a Bangladesh batsman will feel that he's been strangled out. It wasn't a great delivery, half volley leg stump, flicked away, great contact made, big boundary, fielder takes it.
I guess you always had to think that Mohammad Ashraful was in with a chance of doing this. He's furious as he flicks it away, and nicely done by Prosper Atsaya. Takes a good catch out in the deep. Mohammad Ashraful gone for 29 of 31 deliveries. Bangladesh 75 for 2.
That's in the air. Goal! He's put him down at deep cover. Terrific effort from Prosper Atsaya, really was. Sprinting in from the cover boundary, and I think he just got hands to it, but you watch this, he's going, well, probably three-quarter pace, diving forward, just gets the hands underneath it, and the applause from Shingi Masakadza.
Good. That's it.
Short, pulled, and Williams, I doubt, will cut this off. Yeah, a big dive, but it's in vain. Pretty good shot from Momin ul Haq. Too short. He needs to a little bit more effort. Shingi Masakadza, good cricket shot.
Well, this is a good cricket shot because it's high, bouncer wide outside the off stump, and he's placed it beautifully. There's a man back at deep square leg, but he's hit it way in front, and it's a good effort from Sean Williams, but he just couldn't get around. And I must say, I think this bowling lineup will also suit him. He's been put under a lot of pressure in his career, having to come on very early to try and pull back proceedings, and now being able to bowl like normal spinner in the middle of the overs when the field spread a little bit more, I think will help him as a bowler and might make him more effective.
Yeah, interesting field. He's got a slip, and then the three men saving the one on the leg side. Just the one man back on the leg side, which is a backward square leg. So no cow corner, mid-on is up. So pretty attacking field. And straight away, happy to use his feet. And identified that that might be an easy scoring option. Very interesting. Brennan Taylor, nice and positive, getting a slip in nice and early.
Well, he's kept a slip in for as long as he can, even with the seamers, and that's good to see from the captain. He realizes that getting into this batting order to consistently keep taking wickets is going to be important for him, and it's nice to see him being positive. He took the opportunity to bowl first, thinking he can get early wickets, but he hasn't given up hope so far yet. He's for the right-hander. He's taken out the slip, got a man covering the square leg or the cover boundary, but the middle fielder up. Straight to the man in the deep. The one thing about Prosper Atsaya, what you find is it sounds very simple, but he bowls so well to his field. And as a batsman, if you're looking for a boundary, you have to make it. He doesn't allow you generally easy boundary hit balls. He forces you to take risks and hit in areas that you're not comfortable with. And his ability to analyze the game, the batsman, and adapt.
Well, I suppose the stat, he's played 143 games, he only picked up 111 wickets, proves that he's not an attacking bowler. But like you said, Syke, the fact that he can force the batsman to hit the balls in the areas he wants to hit is key in these middle areas. Good start from Atsaya, just 3 from it, 92 for 2. Syke, we said that it was a pretty good batting wicket, but if you have a look at those bowling stats, not bad at all. Everyone going for less than 4.5 and over. And Shingi Masakadza's picked up 2 wickets, I'm sure, from his own admittance, that they weren't the greatest deliveries ever bowled in his career, but he'll take them nevertheless. The first Teletalk 3G ODI game in the series, powered by Pran Fruto. live from Queen Sports Club in Bulawayo. That's an edge, and Taylor's picked him up, and umpire Russell Tiffin assists. Big wicket for Zimbabwe. Mushfiqur Rahim, he's a little bit confused on what happened, maybe thinking it had bounced, but in the end, another big wicket. Masakadza has 3.
Well, when it rains, it pours, and it's happening for Shingi Masakadza today. He can do no wrong. This one is wide, it's full, it's there for the big drive, but a thin bottom edge, easily carrying through to Brendan Taylor. The captain is so disappointed. Almost a headbutt there from the captain, but another wicket for Zimbabwe. Shingi Masakadza having a field day. The captain goes for 5. Bangladesh 92 for 3.
5.
3 down Bangladesh. Shakib Al Hasan walks to the crease, and what a big scalp this man would be for Shingi Masakadza. And a delivery that, there's his stats: 127 matches, averages 35, best of 134. So great numbers for Shakib Al Hasan. Straight, looking for the drive down to third man. Again, it's got to be said, not a great delivery from Shingi Masakadza. It was very full, very wide, easy one just down to the sweeper on the offside. Brendan Taylor, he's probably not the most agile wicketkeeper, but he does pretty well.
A mix-up, an opportunity, and he's hit! And the big wicket has been taken. Zimbabwe have applied the pressure, and they've reaped the benefits of some good fielding, some good energy in the field, and some aggressive captaincy.
Big mistake by the 2 batsmen. The youngster Muminal, he sent his senior partner back. He's called him and then turned, and Waller, only 1 stump to hit, and he was good enough. Shakib Al Hasan has gone for just a single. Bangladesh 94 for 4. What a great passage of play for Zimbabwe. It's 94 for 4 Bangladesh. Nasser Hussain walks to the crease after the run out of Shakib Al Hasan. What a wicket for Zimbabwe. But this man in picture, he's as dangerous. He has the best of 100, averages 43 in 23 games. Good strike rate. I have a serious middle order Bangladesh. He was called early, and then he sent him back, sold down the river, took his time, Waller, and Shakib Al Hasan not even in the picture.
And that's beautifully played.
Yeah, not a great delivery, and straight away Brendan Taylor's gone to Waller and said, take that off, we're wasting our time. It's an extra fielder taken up, and I honestly believe that the more pressure that could be put is to have the sweeper out and cut the boundary out. This is not a good delivery from Utsaya. And pretty well played by Nasser Hussain.
It's powerfully struck, and it will go for 4. Glorious stroke from Nasser Hussain. Tell you what, this young man has been impressive.
We saw a bit of him in the test matches. He stays inside the line of the delivery, doesn't get his foot across, but he has wonderful hands and wonderful timing, and smashes that through the offside. Beautiful shot from him. Bit of width by Shingi Masakadza.
Ooh. And just stretching the fielder. So 109 for 4. Oh, that's cracked away on the offside again. Oh, it's a good shot. Oh, this fellow hits the ball crisply, doesn't he?
Similar shot from the over before against Shingi Masakadza. And this time playing square of the wicket, waiting a little bit longer. Changes in the field. Left hand, right hand combination. Keeps the bowler on his toes, the captain on his toes, and also making sure all 4 fielders are out.
Have to hurry here. I tell you what, had he not got bat to that and it had gone through to the keeper, it would have been a stumping chance. Saving grace was that the ball came off the pads.
He doesn't know where he's going, so just say.
Actually picked the line well there. Come down and tried to use his feet and knew he wasn't in a position to hit the ball, and so it ricocheted off his body.
Every dot ball is vital.
Well, Prosper's called Mr. Dots.
That's very good. At one stage he had the best economy rate in the world as an ODI bowler. Short cutaway by Hussain, and that is a glorious stroke. Goodness me, anything short is onto it like a flash.
Yes, after playing so well in the last test match, he's come into the game with a lot of confidence, and a wonderful shot. It's dropping short, full toll of that. Big outfield here at Queen Sports Club, and that races away for 4.
Oh yes, skills, Am. Keep going through him, Am.
Brendan Taylor's just called Masakadza Hammer in the last 2 deliveries. I've never heard him called Hammer before. I suppose it makes sense. Hamilton, Hammer. Good skills, Hammer. That was a little floated Yorker the previous delivery. Oh dear. I really should stop talking about him. Every time I do mention his skills, something goes wrong.
Well, he's tried a variation slower ball and it's gone all wrong, and young Muminul Haq has taken full toll of this one. It's short, it's down the leg side, there's no protection back there, and helps himself to a boundary. One Z. Come on, Emma. With the pitch being right in the center here, it's a huge outfield. Here we go, boys. At Queen Sports Club today, some big areas for fielders to cover, and come Zimbabwe's innings, they'll be hoping to try and put pressure on those Bangladeshi fielders in the deep, run them ragged. It's not naturally Bangladesh's style of play to run hard between the wickets, and that could be key telling points in the second innings of the game. The running between the wickets and the fielding in the outfield. Bangladesh shot makers, not too eager with running between the wickets.
It's an aspect of the game that is often underappreciated by many people who watch it. The size of the ground, the size of the outfield, and also the angles as well. There are certain batsmen, just like golfers, who hit the ball left to right or right to left. There are batsmen who really enjoy short, square boundaries and don't mind long, straight ones, and the other way around, depending on what their preferred shots are, and also how fit they are and how much they like hitting gaps. I mean, there are batsmen who can score at a run a ball without scoring a boundary, without hitting a boundary, because they hit it into gaps on a big outfield and they run hard.
They run hard and they manipulate the angles in the field by moving around on the crease, playing the same cricket shot from a different position. It puts fielders in difficult positions where they have to move, where they didn't expect the ball to go. And when you talk of the top players in one-day cricket, they're always moving around the crease, manipulating the field. So no matter what field you set as a captain, you can't be sure that the ball's going to go there. And it's hard as a bowler to bowl to your field, and that is the skill. And the fastest 50 coming up, that's Bangladesh 150, and it's impressive because it is just after they've lost their 4th wicket. So a really good partnership here. Good shot. It was short, it was wide, and Hamilton Masakadza ends another over with a boundary. Bangladesh clawing their way back on top here, 154 for 4. So short and wide and well played by Muminul Haq. He's waited for it. Not a lot of pace from Hamilton Masakadza, but he's managed to beat the point fielder and get enough power to beat the man on the boundary.
Well, 6 and over is 250, and I don't think Zimbabwe would mind chasing 250. I think they'd have fair reason to feel quite confident. Plenty of batting. Another part-timer, Malcolm Waller into the attack.
And that is Nasser Hussain typified. He has the confidence, he has the ability to play shots like this. It's the first ball from Malcolm Moyle. He realizes it's a part-timer. Mid-off is up. He sees it, he hits it. Good option, good cricket shot. 4 more.
Edge, Taylor takes the catch. You've picked up a wicket, Dean. The commentator's curse. We've just said how well they've been playing. Chitara's done the job for his captain. Big shot outside off stump, no foot movement. Zimbabwe have a big wicket. They needed that. Monimul Haq gone.
Oh, they certainly did, and you'll be very disappointed with that. He worked very, very hard, but unfortunately he didn't capitalize on a good start. Monimul Haq gone for 38. Bangladesh 170 for 5.
Mamadullah is the new batsman for Bangladesh. Chitara's picked up a wicket, and he's probably deserved that. He's been pretty good today, Dean.
Well, he has. He bowled quite nicely to Tamim Iqbal at the top of the order, as we will now be having another look at this, the wicket.
That's a good shot. Again, poor delivery. That will go for 4. No sweeper for Zimbabwe. Brennan Taylor's not happy. Boundary ends the over. And Nasser Hussain goes to 50. 181 for 5. What an innings from Nasser Hussain. 51 of 50 balls, and half of that's been in boundaries. Yeah, not a good delivery to end the over, and that's what we spoke about. We were saying, Dean, that maybe Zimbabwe guilty of ill discipline when they're bowling, and criminal, your last ball of the over going for 4. And maybe the reason why Brennan Taylor was a bit upset was because he might have thought to himself, why didn't I put a sweeper out there for the last delivery?
Yes, yet again he seemed to miss a trick, but you're right, the bowlers certainly haven't been. It's been a bit of it's been a little disappointing in the sense that, yes, they have got wickets, and I think to a certain extent Bangladesh have also been a little responsible for their own downfall. We've seen a couple of wide deliveries that have got wickets due to injudicious stroke making from Bangladesh, and then the Zimbabweans certainly have also let themselves down with the fact that they bowled extras and a couple of poor deliveries as well. So I think both sides are still, well, I guess struggling a little bit, aren't they? I mean, they both haven't really played to their potential.
Not so sure about that shot, and Taylor giving away another bye. Yeah, he's not happy. You can see by that throw. That was bog standard. Not a great shot from Nasser Hussain, and Chitara, for a little bit there, thought that maybe he was in with a chance. Yeah, not so sure. He was in between playing it off the back foot and a pull shot. In the end, Brennan Taylor giving away the extra. Short, and not good at all. He will not be happy with that at all. Mamadullah smashes that to the boundary, ends the over with a 4-6 from it. 39 gone, 187 for 5.
Oh, that was too much leg side bowling. This is not good cricket at all from Zimbabwe. I'm sorry. He started off with a wide. He brings his third man with his fine leg into the circle, and he bowls leg stump line, and the batsman says, thank you very much, I'll take 4.
Not a good start from Alton Chigumbura into his second spell. Started off with a wide, and then losing a bit of his action, and then pushing it down leg side, easy leg stump, half volley, and put away fine for 4. He's got to bring the over back now. He's got 5 runs off just the 1 ball.
Has a double outside that off stump. That's where you've got to be. Canning and Mamadullah having to stretch that.
It's a better ball here by Alton Chigumbura. Mamadullah not too sure whether to play that, but he's going to have to bowl as many of these balls as possible in the next however long his spell is going to be. Bangladesh have recovered in the last 100 balls. 63 without losing a wicket, and then 51 and just losing the one. They'll be happy with that. So the 4 wickets they've lost.
Down the ground he comes. He's hit that. It's gone all the way. Powerful blow out the ground.
Very positive player, this boy. Just runs down the wicket. Well timed, shorter boundary from the teletalk end. He gets all of that, and that goes for half a dozen.
I tell you what, he's an intelligent cricketer. I've been impressed with him. He's, of all the Bangladeshi batsmen, and as good as they are, this fellow here has impressed me immensely. And it's short, and it gets the punishment it deserves.
Using his feet on this occasion, on the first occasion, and on this occasion staying deep in the crease and just paddling it over. 45 and picking up 4 runs. That's 10 off the 2 balls. The pressure's on Prosper now to bring back the over.
Is that in the air and gone straight to the man at point? And the ever dangerous Nasser Hussain is gone. Caught Walla.
He has played this shot well all day. This one with a little bit of extra bounce. Tinashe Panyangara hitting the deck pretty hard, just outside off stump, and then leaning back on that one, trying to lift it over, and a very comfortable catch for Malcolm Walla at sweeper. And I think Tinashe Panyangara knows. And that sees the end of Nasser Hussain for 68 or 67 balls, 214 for 6.
Wide half volleys outside the off stump, nicked through to the keeper. It's been a day in which bad balls have got wickets. They've also been hit for 4, and that was a wonderful shot. But the good balls generally haven't got wickets today.
Yeah, that's not a good delivery to the new batsman.
Well, fine legs up in the circle, and he's got a lucky escape. Not the first time we see that shot played. It was a little bit of a heads-up slog from Zia Rahman, but he's not the first and he won't be the last to get a bottom edge past leg stump. Nothing wrong with the ball, nothing wrong with the field. Just one of those things.
That's a good shot, straight as you like. Raza Butt is a real good fielder, and he's done exceptionally well there.
Debut for the former Pakistan passport holder, and now proud citizen of Zimbabwe.
That's in the air. There's a man out there, Reggie Chikapa, and after the first juggle, holds on to a pretty good catch. Another wicket for Zimbabwe.
Well, you know what? That's object lesson in fielding in the deep. If you're going to drop it up, not down. Good recovery from Reggie Chikapa. Remember, he's a wicketkeeper by trade, but he's got a great pair of hands without gloves as well as with. Well, Zia Rahman's really teed off here and actually didn't strike it badly at all, but they're huge boundaries. There you go. Pops it up. Safe grab at the second attempt. 12 off 10 balls for Zia Rahman, but he's gone now. And Bangladesh have only got 3 wickets left. 237 for 7.
Short, it's in the air. And, oh, well done in the end by Malcolm Walla. Outstanding stuff from the Zimbabweans.
They've been desperate in the field, and they've got a team of athletes, and they've done outstandingly well in the deep here. He's made a long way around, and he's knocked it back. And he's well supported by Regis Chikapa, who picks it up and gets it in, and only 2 can't help but feel Bangladesh have missed out on quite a few threes today. They haven't really pushed Zimbabwe in the field. And once they tried, the batsman got run out, but there's been a lot of opportunities in the outfield for threes that they've let go.
He's got hold of this one. He'll get a boundary here. Well, you cannot continue banging it in short all the time. This is not, I mean, if he could have learnt what Payangara was doing, he was bowling full and straight. And you're at the end of the innings, my mate. Guys bat to up number 11 these days. Get it full and straight.
Well, he's picked him up here. He's become too predictable. He's banging the ball and trying to bowl slower ball bounces and mix it up. But Mahmudullah's onto him now. He's got to mix it up, get the Yorkers in. That's a good shot, though.
That's going to go for 4. Another poor delivery and just helped on its way. Fine leg in the circle, and once it passed him, it was going to go for 4 all the way.
Again, that cutter, slow ball, and easily placed.
Bowl him! You must, I hit.
Well, that's a good piece of cricket there from Shingi Masakadze. He's come on in the last over. He's had a few problems with the slower ball drifting down the leg side, but this time he gets it right on target and he bags his 4th wicket, and this could be moving up to his career best. Mahmudullah's lined up that leg side, and that slow ball out the back of the hand doesn't get the timing right. And well bowled, young man. You've had a really good outing today. He picks up his 4th wicket. Mahmudullah goes for 36. Bangladesh 263 for 8.
So Shafiul Islam, he's in the side in place of Ghazi. Full and straight. Just going to get a single.
Well, it takes bravery to bowl this at the death, and it's out the back of the hand, nice and straight. Beautifully done by Shingi Masakadze. He struggled with it early on. He's bowled a few wides with it, but he still has the courage to bowl it, and this time proved successful.
A monster of a wide, that. Just getting it wrong now. Bowling to the left-hander, so you've got to change your line a little bit, adjust, and just pushing it too wide.
I always love it when bowlers complain to the umpire like they're going to take it back, and that's moved it up. This will be his 2nd best figures in one-day internationals. He's had some tough outings, Shingi Masakadze, and bowled when South Africa were going great guns in South Africa, blazing all over the place. 2 for 95, 4 for 86, but a career on the rise without doubt.
It's good bowling. Good comeback.
This is what you've called for, Jeremy. Full straight right in that block hole, especially at the tail enders, who have a tendency to swing across the line.
Tell you what, I mean, other day just watching how some shots that A.B. de Villiers played at the IPL. I just hope that that form continues right through to the Champions League or the Champions Trophy. And they don't play all their good cricket out at the IPL. But goodness me, he hits it. Just a bit of a misfield from Taylor. And the shots that he plays, Sykes, out of nowhere, reverse sweeps for 6, off one knee, taking the ball from outside off stump to over mid-wicket for 6. Just unbelievable batting.
Well, I think the fact the game has moved on and batsmen are not scared to be innovative. Coaches are encouraging innovation. Shingi Masakadze showing innovation in bowling, the back of the hand slower ball, and talented and gifted ball strikers are now finding different ways to terrorize bowlers. So it is an evolving game and always getting more exciting.
Oh, that's a good shot. Well bowled. In the air for a while. Get good feeling. They'll get 2 for it.
And they end the innings on 269 for 8. So from where Bangladesh were, with the 4 wickets down, this has been a good effort up to now.
Well, Nasser Hussain led the way, the comeback for Bangladesh after a stuttering start, and after posting 269 for 8, they'll be very happy. They would have wanted a few more, but it's the first match in the series, and the pressure now will mount on Zimbabwe. They've got the runs on the board, Bangladesh.
So this is how Bangladesh batted. It was a good effort right up front from Iqbal and Ashraful. And then Monimal Haq came in and he played, but the innings for me was the one that Nasser Hussain. He was absolutely outstanding. And Mamadullah also weighing in with 36. Partnerships up front. It's a good partnership of 65 for the first wicket, then a 76 between Nasser Hussain and Haq, and then 44 between Mamadullah and Hussain.
Well, the bowling was started off with the 2 opening bowlers. They bowled with good control and patience. Chitara
is going in first in the absence of regular opener Vusi Subanda, who's been relieved of his duties for this game. Look at that best, 178, not out. That was against Bangladesh, averaging almost 27, and his partner will be Reggie Chakava, who opened in the second test match against Bangladesh. Gets a chance in the one-dayers now. Eddie Rainsford. This is possible for Zimbabwe, isn't it? It's a big number, but it's great batting conditions.
It is possible for Zimbabwe. Rubabil Islam, the man that led the attack in the test matches. It's his 20th match. Oh, it's actually his debut. This is his List A career, 21 wickets in 20 matches. And Bangladesh should be looking to him to break the Zimbabwe top order again.
Oh, he's got the shape going, just as he had with the red ball. The white ball as well, hoops away from the right-hander.
We didn't see many balls swing about this morning. Rubabil Islam straight away getting a bit of shape away from the right-hander.
First no ball of the match. Oh, indeed, that's history. He's knocked the stumps over with his hand. That's the first no ball called ever in international cricket. Because a bowler dislodged the bails. Well, it's not just the bails. He's taken the whole stump out the ground. I haven't seen that before, Ed.
Ronaldo would be proud of that. But he goes down in the record books as being the first person to be called no ball for disturbing the non-striker's stumps. Is that a free hit?
No.
Oh, thanks a lot.
That remains the front foot no ball. Oh, I tell you what. Just looked a bit closer than obviously it was first time up.
Yeah, just sliding down the leg side.
Bowled him off the inside edge. Reggie Chakava reaching a long way for that, and we're continuing this peculiar trend in this one-day international of poor deliveries getting wickets, Ed.
I just said it, the ball before, it's been in a different start by him. And this one, wide outside off stump and played on by Reggie Chakava, looking to play square of the wicket. And so not presenting the full face of the bat. And playing on, and that'll see the end of Reggie Chakava. For 1, it's 4 for 1. That brings Sakinder Razabat to the crease, making his ODI debut at 27 years of age. Here in Bulawayo, the nerves will be going, the butterflies. 35 games, first-class career, 915 runs. And he gets off the mark straight away, neatly turned around, good intent in the running, and picks up 2.
Well, it's quite a celebration from the bowler. Shingi Masakadza. So that's well, it was in the air, wasn't it, from Hamilton Masakadza, Ed? I'm not sure that he was completely in control of it. One of those ones where it leaves the middle of the bat, and at the one and the same time you're thinking, oh, I've hit that well. Get down.
Yeah, a bit of width there, and he's thrown the kitchen sink at it. And picked up 4.
Oh, he's bowled in, middle stump out the ground. Wonderful delivery from Shafiul Islam. He's fired that one in. It's a really top Yorker, and it's rather too good for Sikandar Raza Butt, who was just a little bit slow. They had some pace on it, this delivery, and it maybe just jagged in a bit.
Yeah, I tried to play it a bit too square again, and that just came in just enough. And that's the end of Sikandar Raza Butt for 3. It's 13 for 2.
It's a terrific shot to get off the mark. How about that off the back foot? Timing.
Serious shot by Brendan Taylor. It's getting right on top of it and punching it square of the wicket for 4. To come in and face your first ball, absolutely time it so sweetly. Square of the wicket for 4 will give you all the confidence leading into your innings.
Bang. Sounds a good cricket bat, because that's come straight off the middle. Brendan Taylor's played 2 shots off the back foot, and both of them straight out the middle of that bat.
Well, this shows how good this wicket is. No matter what happens in the game, it's just a back of a length board. He's got all the time in the world. He's rocked on the bat foot, full face into the ground. 4 more fast outfield here at Queen's Sports Club. Lovely shot by Brendan Taylor. Again, the full face of the bat on the delivery. And you'll see the Zimbabweans running hard in their innings. And again, immediately seeing the opportunity and coming back for 3. Well, he's showing how it should be done. And captain leading the way so far on Vusi Musi Savanda. I think it's a double-edged sword. Again, just the full face of the bat. The footwork not the best, but presenting the full face, good shape through the shot, and getting value for good stroke play.
That might have gone to slip, but more importantly for Zimbabwe, has gone for a boundary. He gets a thick outside edge, runs away for 4. It's 40 for 2.
Just a little bit of width. You can't bowl width in one-day cricket, and we've seen some wickets off deliveries like that, but generally you don't get away with it. It's a thick outside edge. There's no catches in place, and Brendan Taylor will gladly take 4.
Oh, it's in the air. And will it reach the boundary? It's going to be cut off. After they turn for 3, yeah, they're coming back for a 3rd. It's good running. You must treasure your wicket so much and prize it so much that you never tend to give it away when you're in. It was airborne for a while, down to that 3rd man region. Outside edge for 4. $50 up for Zimbabwe in the 10th over. 2 wickets down. They've got a Bangladesh in comparison with 49 without loss. That was the key. Bangladesh hadn't lost a wicket.
And then it was when Iqbal and Asraful were going nicely. Nicely whipped away on the onside, and that one should go for 4, and will. 54 for 2. Use of the feet, that's a good shot, down the ground, maximum!
Fantastic shot. That was all about releasing your pressure that is slowly but surely beginning to build. But this is always a nice way, and it's the safest option to go when you go straight down the ground. And yep, that's gone all the way. 6 runs.
Well, the thing is, good use of the feet. Saw it was flighted, got down the ground, got to the pitch of it. That's good cricket. Very good cricket. He's just hit the 6, down the ground for 1, another single. Back in the game you are.
Well, now what you've done is you've got 7 runs off the over so far with a couple of deliveries to go. So now, unless it's a really bad delivery, you don't have to do anything silly.
Absolutely. I concur with you, Mr. Du Plessis. 50 partnership as well between these two, or 52 balls. It's been pressure situations, so it just shows you when the wickets fell, Bangladesh were right on top. And at the moment, these two are playing a good knock for their team. Both of them, as I said, probably the 2 most experienced men in the team. Short cutaway on the offside. And there is insurance on the offside in the form of Asraful. And they'll only get a single.
That's okay. That's 8 runs off the over so far. Nothing to worry about. That's exactly what you would have wanted. And the crowd here at Queen's also getting involved now as well, as they start there singing and chanting.
Good cricket. 9 of the over, 66 for 2. So 201 runs required from 37 overs. That's not the problem. Partnership must go. You see the worm. The blue worm is neck on neck with and now it will be neck on neck with Bangladesh. And at this stage, Bangladesh was 59 without loss, 69, 10 runs out, but 2 wickets down. Ziaur Rahman to come from the tally top end in this Pran Frutu series. So look at that average. 4 matches, 1 wicket, average of 100, best of 1 for 65. So is this the cow that's going to be milked?
Well, I'm not so sure. If you remember, he bowled very, very nicely in the second innings of that second test match when he picked up those 4 for 68.
Indeed, he did bowl well.
So I don't think we can count our chicks before they've hatched.
And the crowd just enjoying a bit of toy-toying. In South Africa, that would be known as toy-toying. No, it's a good old dance, all in a circle. Lovely to watch. People enjoy themselves. Oh, outside edge, and it's gone for 4. And Musfiqur Rahim just couldn't get there. That was perilously close.
Well, Brendan Taylor up to now had been looking reasonably good, but I tell you what, this was very nearly the end of the Zimbabwe captain. And Rahim having a full go at it. But fortunately for Taylor, Rahim not getting there, the little wicket keeper.
Well, it was a little bit taller, maybe he'd have had a chance at the short fella. But Rahman nearly getting the breakthrough.
Got him! That is the all-important breakthrough. Just as the partnership was getting momentum, it's that man Abdirazak who always has a problem when he plays Zimbabwe, and he gets the all-important breakthrough.
Wow, the end of Taylor. And that was done with the arm ball. There we go. Just gone on. Through the gate. Castled. Good night, goodbye, God bless. 78 for 3. So Sean Williams into the attack, and to take you
Have a look at the average of Sean Williams. He's 1150, best of 75. Also a young man in this team. And this is the wicket of Brendan Taylor. Just done him with the arm. Straight. Gone. And just look at the happiness. Razak is the man.
A little bit of risk there, but there's that timing from Sean Williams. Too much width. And to get off the mark, a lovely extra cover drive over the top for 4. Into the 16th over, 83 for 3.
Oh, he has trouble. He has big trouble, and I think he's gone.
It's given him. Can you Adam and Eve this? Well, Zimbabwe has just caused problems for themselves. Williams is absolutely livid. But Bangladesh is happy about this. Sean Williams run out. He hit the ball hard to the fielder, and it was always a risk. $93 for 4. And just at vital stages, Zimbabwe are losing wickets, so they're 4 down now in a spot of bother. There hasn't been a partnership of note, a big one that is needed. So best of 99, Malcolm Waller.
It's coming.
And he's got work to do. He showed signs in the test match of what he's capable of. Got a 50 in the one test match.
Coming, lads. One more, lads.
Then
5 and 6 there, boys.
One or twice he was just soft as missiles.
Oh, lovely ball, Riyad bhai.
Yeah, Jeremy, I'm not so sure about this run. For me, he's just sold his partner down the river. Throw wasn't great. Mushy had a long way to go. But regardless of that, he was still way short, was Williams.
Yeah, lovely ball, Riyad.
But we've just been talking about how hard he hits it. This was the running. He's hit it hard to the player and then called him. Williams probably a little bit slow off the mark. And he's been sold down the river by Masakadza. Into the over, 93 for 4.
Well, that's a good appeal for... It's going to give him, yes! It just looked so adjacent to me as well. The minute it hit him, I thought, goodness me, trouble. And Romana struck. Zimbabwe in all sorts of trouble at 93 for 5.
Not a good shot. He's played across the line, and on first look it looked pretty good. Russell Tiffin makes no mistake. Good decision. The in man's gone. Masakadza for 38. Zimbabwe in trouble. 93 for 5.
It's all falling apart for Zimbabwe. They've lost wickets at regular intervals, and Bangladesh is right on top in this game. Enter Alton Chikambura.
Yeah, we saw glimpses of him returning to form in the test match. There's his one-day stats. Highest score, 79. Good strike rate. And I would have to say that if Zimbabwe are going to win this, he would need to surpass that best of 79, Jeremy.
Needs 100. And Waller 50. Immediately well struck. This is how the last wicket fell. Hamilton Masakadza tried to play across the line, caught on the crease. That was hitting middle and leg. And a good decision from Russell Tiffin.
Got to be said, it's still a good batting wicket though, isn't it, Jeremy? 93 for 5. You would want to think that you'd do better on this wicket.
This is a belter.
Here's your comparisons. Bangladesh 88 for 2. So Zimbabwe still ahead, but the problem is 5 down in all sorts of trouble. after this wicket, you're into the bowlers.
Bowling! Now, can you believe this? Now, how do you become better players and prove in world cricket that the stage is yours when you've just arrived at the crease, second ball you faced, or third ball, you want to try and hit it to thy kingdom come? 96 for 3. This is beyond what I'm seeing at the moment.
Yeah, it's not a good shot at all, playing right across it. Zaheer Rahman has 2 in the over. Chikumbura's gone without scoring. 93 for 6, Zimbabwe.
Prosper Sia, right-handed batsman, he was captain for a while of Zimbabwe. But just when you take the 2 innings in comparison, how well did Bangladesh recover after being 4 down to get to 269 for 8 or 9, whatever they got. This is terrible. It's a shocker. Straight delivery, castled. And Bangladesh just showed you how to play that when they were, it was the application of the crease of Nasir Hussain. They didn't play rash shots like this. Nobody's taking responsibility in this team.
Yeah, I suppose what doesn't help is when you're under a little bit of pressure, then it forces you to maybe play those kind of shots. But yeah, you're right, Jeremy. Third ball at the crease. First one was a great shot into the covers. And you thought, wow, maybe this guy's going to do something today. And then right across the line.
But all credit to Bangladesh. They fielded well, they've bowled well. 93 for 6.
These are the 2, Hamilton Masakadza playing across the line. And the only difference from Elton Chikumbura's one is that it hit the stumps, not the pad, because he tried to do the same thing. I'm not so sure why. Double wicket maiden for Zaheer Rahman. Not good for Zimbabwe. There's the bowlers. 2 apiece for Shafiul Islam. He took the first 2. Zaheer Rahman's just picked up 2 in 1 over. And then a great delivery from Abdul Razak to get rid of the captain. Big wicket.
Partnership. There's nothing to talk about in terms of partnership because wickets have just tumbled at regular intervals.
Oh, has he caught it? Another wicket. There's an appeal, a point.
And no, Russell Tiffin just taking a walk across to Johan Kluder just to want to make sure, did it carry? Or should we go upstairs?
Well, the Bangladesh players look pretty confident. They're just going to have a chat, the umpires. Problem for Bangladesh, if this does get reviewed or asked for, sometimes it's not very clear to see, and obviously benefit of the doubt normally goes with the batsman. So there we go. Russell Tiffin is going to ask, I'm sure the only question is, did he ground it? I mean, there's no other question here.
No, nothing, because he did cut it, and it was in the air. The fact of the matter, is it a fair catch or not? And the batsman was about to walk, but we have to just have a look at the review.
I'm not so sure if that's conclusive. It's not very clear, is it? The problem is as soon as it goes into the shadow.
These ones are always so tricky. Maybe this will give you a better angle. It's still in the air. Oh, it's still not conclusive.
If you look at the trajectory of the ball, it looks like it looks like it's bounced first. Just have a look here where it hits. Look where his hands are there, and then where the ball is entering the shadow. You can't say that it's bounced first because you can't really see, but you'd like to think that there's no way that that ball is carried to his hands. He's given him up.
Whoa!
Yeah, I'm quite surprised because those angles that we can see, nothing was conclusive. Another duck for Zimbabwe. Utsaya's gone for naught. They're all over the place, Zimbabwe.
73 or 74 deliveries. It was an amazing innings. And it was a game that Zimbabwe again completely appear to have lost. That's another no ball, and the second time in the history of one-day international cricket a no ball is called because the bowler dislodges the bails. at the non-striker's end. Both times have been in this game because it's the first time that the law has been in place. There it is. Zia Uraman dislodges the bails. And as of the 30th of last month, in other words, this is the first game, that law is now in place. Sort of thick inside edge. Sounded a bit edgy, didn't it, Dean?
It did, to be honest with you. We'll have to have a look and see at the replay, but it certainly sounded like it definitely wasn't from the middle of the bat.
Well, I tell you what, we don't need the replay because he's looking at the inside edge. 22 overs gone, 97 for 7.
So Zimbabwe wallowing at 99 for the loss of 7 wickets and victory. We're going to have a bowling change now. Shakib Al-Hassan, he bowled the one over for 10 runs, hit straight down the ground by Hamilton Masakadza for 6, and that all seems such a long time ago, doesn't it? Oh, and that is just way too good, isn't it? Just past the outside edge. Gee whiz. Bangladesh certainly have been on their game today, and even though, as we've said, they haven't been at their best, they've oh, that's nicely struck. Over long on, and 6 runs. Up comes 100 in fine style. Well, Shingi Masakadza is a big, strong lad, and so when he does hit them, they invariably do stay hit. And it's nice to see just a little bit of defiance from the lower order of Zimbabwe.
It's the length that allows Malcolm Waller to swing it over deep mid-wicket. So close to the pitch of the ball.
Come on, lads, come on, lads!
I think that would have been gone, Malcolm Waller. He's just beginning to get on with it now. He's looking to accelerate. It's well in now, and but he's short of singles, and he's a very efficient single runner. Really likes to put the fielders under pressure, and he's looking for the single all the time now. He just strayed out of his ground a little too far there from the non-striker's end, but he's played himself in. He's stemmed the flow, he stopped the bleeding, along with Shingi Masakadza, and now with only 3 wickets left, got to try and play themselves back into the game. I think they're going to accept that the run rate's going to climb up to 7 and beyond, but you know what, if it gets to 8, 9 or even 10 and over with just 4 or 5 overs to go, at least they would have a chance. Right now nobody would give them a chance. So if these two can play Zimbabwe to within a half chance of victory, then they'll have done extremely well. Oh my goodness, he hit that hard, Shingi Masakadza. I thought it was going to be 1 to the sweeper. I seemed to gather pace across the ground. 27 overs gone. Lovely shot from Shingi Masakadza. It's 119 for 7.
122 for 7. Zimbabwe in all sorts of trouble, just hanging in there. Crowd enjoying the day. Lots of families out here at the cricket. It's a festive and wonderful occasion in Bulawayo for the first ODI and the 3G Teletalk one-day series. Next match will be on Sunday. Zimbabwe, it looks like, will be looking to bounce back and try and get themselves into the series, because at the moment Bangladesh bossing it.
Looking at the stage of the game, Zimbabwe need 148 runs from 31 balls. It's very doable if you were 2 down, 3 down. Lovely shot there by Malcolm Wala, who crossed off stump and just smashing that through the covers for 4.
Well, this one just flighted outside the off stump. The man's up in the circle, and Malcolm Wala, who's had a good series against Bangladesh, maybe hasn't got the big score, but he's looked in good form, helping himself to 4 more. I'm in total agreement there. Just the temperament to hang in there, play the middle out. If you're going to chase, you have to have good temperament. And Zimbabwe's middle order and the way they've got out doesn't bode well for a team that's elected to bowl first and then ended up chasing. Brendan Taylor was confident at the toss, winning the toss and deciding to bowl first. Wicket is played beautifully here in Bulawayo. Zimbabwe, mixed bag, and there's Shingi Masakadza. He's coming down the order. He's 15 off 23 balls. He's hit a couple of lusty blows, but hasn't done anything complicated. He's kept it very simple, just what the middle order should have done.
He hasn't played any pressure. He's come in. He's played a brilliant shot for 6. Another one for 4. Just trying to bat out the overs and see how close they get to this score.
That's a wonderful hit. Another 6 for Shingi Masakadza. He's a powerful young man. He's having a good day. His team is struggling, and he's giving the Bulawayo crowd something to cheer about. End of the 29th over, 133 for 7. Well, dropping a little bit short, and he's quickly on the back foot. He's showing that the top order what needs to be done, and she appreciates it. If you have a look at this bar chart, or Manhattan as it's popularly known as, how many wickets are falling after a little bit of pressure? Zimbabwe doing well at the beginning, losing a couple, but then a nice little partnership, a little downward spiral, wicket, and then they just never recovered. No one ever got into the patient mode, giving themselves a chance, and Shingi Masakadza leading the way. I'll tell you what, the coach is going to put the video of this man batting, and he's going to make the batters sit and watch.
Nice positive play from Shingi Masakadza. So Islam trying to bowl the bouncer. He's good off the short ball. Hits it in front of square for 4.
I know one of those wickets was Kyron Pollard. Short wide out to the man on the deep. Picked up Kyron Pollard in an important time as well for Bangladesh, which helped them win the one-day series in Bangladesh against the West Indies.
Come on, lads, come on, boys!
It's always useful when you have a top-order player who can bowl a few overs.
Oh, ball, shoot up!
Definitely gives the captain and the coach an option, comes to selection and when playing. Nicely played by Malcolm Wala, playing with the angle and turn of the delivery through the covers for an easy 1.
A lot of doom and gloom. Obviously Zimbabwe struggling in this one day. But the most important thing when you are convincingly outplayed, as they have been today, is not to get too emotional about it. You are not out the series yet. Reassess. The pressure's on you, but after seeing one of your players play like this, you should have confidence that you can do it as well. Another boundary to Shingi Masakadza, powerfully struck through backward point for 4.
He's having an absolute blinder today. He's bowled well, he's come out, he's played to his strengths, hasn't played under pressure, has expressed himself, and he continues on his merry way. 31 off 30 balls, 3 4s and 2 6s, and brings up the 50 partnership between these two.
Another good shot, just hitting the sweeper. It's just been a very good, sensible innings. It's hit with good power and good placement. 146 for 7. Ziaur Rahman back into the attack. He picked up 2 wickets, bowled a maiden wicket, really broke day out. And Ziaur Rahman is enjoying his as well. Another Zimbabwe batsman bowled, playing across the line. His 4th wicket and career best. And with that, Zimbabwe almost over and out. Full, straight, across the line again, bowled. Formula working for Bangladesh, bowling straight. Malcolm Waller goes for 19, 148 for 8.
So now Waller was the last wicket to go for 19. And Bangladesh are safely on their way to victory. No one's going to stop them. So Tinasha Panyangara is the next batsman in. Well, he's 26. Look at that strike rate. Average. His job is to bowl. So I don't think we're going to see much of him around. And yes, I said so, and it's gone. Oh, 5 for Rahman now.
Yeah, it's the final rights here for Zimbabwe. Panyangara judged LBW. The secret is Rahman's just bowled wicket to wicket, and that is a good decision. Hitting nothing else except the middle stump. Russell Tiffin lifts his finger. Zaheer Rahman has 5. Panyangara gone for naught, 148 for 9. One delivery separates Bangladesh from victory in this first one-day international. One delivery separates Zaheer Rahman from a hat-trick. So 2 slips in, man catching on the offside. There's a gully, there's a point. Mid-off nice and close. Here he goes, wicket to wicket. That's what he's been doing. Oh, big shot. Russell Tiffin, is he going to give him? No, he's not. He got a big stride in Chitara. That's maybe what saved him. But you could not have asked for a better delivery to a tail ender, nice and straight. Maybe going over the top. Have a look how big that stride is. Saved by some good technique, Dean.
Yes, absolutely, but gee whiz, I tell you what, every Bangladesh supporter would have had their hearts in their mouths, appealing and screaming. But unfortunately, Rahman missing out on a hat-trick. Now then, can you wrap it up with this next delivery?
Well, he has 5 for 30 in 8.5 overs. What a day he's had with the ball. Inside edge. So, overcalled by Russell Tiffin. Eventful, 2 wickets. Just the 2 runs. 148 for 9, Zimbabwe. So, man in picture. What a great outing for him. 9 overs. 5 for 30, including a maiden. That maiden was a double wicket maiden. Shingi Masakadza, he's pulled Zimbabwe out of something that could have been very embarrassing. He's got 33 of 32 balls. That might have been going down the leg side. He's given him, and that's the end of the game, just like that. A judged LBW, something that I thought was maybe going down the leg side, but the umpire decides that that is out. And Zaheer Rahman, he picks up 5 wickets in the match, and Zimbabwe, they have been skittled. Bangladesh win by 121 runs. Let's have another look. Yeah, that might be a good decision, actually. It's eye misjudged where it hit him. And Ruby al-Islam picks up his first wicket in the innings, and it's that of Shingi Masakadze, gone for 33. And pretty comprehensive for Bangladesh. They win this first 3-match series in the Teletalk 3G One-Day Cup, powered by Pran Fruto. It's handshakes, but Zimbabwe will be disappointed with their performance. They have not played well today at all. We all said it was a good batting wicket, and even a score that was probably not out of their reach. It was average for this ground, and they've been skittled very quickly. At this stage, Zimbabwe still led Bangladesh by 2 runs. The problem is they're all out. Bangladesh were 146 for 4. Here's the match summary. Bangladesh lost the toss this morning. Zimbabwe put them in, and they would have been reasonably happy, Zimbabwe, chasing 270 for victory. 269 they got. 4 wickets for Shingi Masakadze, 2 for Chitara and 1 for Panyangara. Nasir Hussain was the best batsman, 68, but good contributions from Amin al-Haq, 38, and Mamadullah, 36. Zimbabwe, nothing to write home about. 148 all out. Zahir Rahman, 5 for 30.